Welcome back to Royals Corner, where we dive deep into the lives of the world's most fascinating royal families. I'm so glad you're here today because what we're about to discuss has everyone talking. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our exclusive royal updates and insider analysis. Now, here's something that might shock you. The fairy tale we all watched unfold at Windsor Castle in 2018 might not be as picture-perfect as it once seemed. Recent reports suggest that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, are navigating some seriously choppy waters in their relationship. And no, I'm not talking about their usual media scrutiny. This time, the cracks might be deeper than anyone anticipated. So what's really going on behind the closed doors of their Montecito mansion? Stay with me, because the details are absolutely fascinating. Let's start with what we're seeing on the surface. Over the past several months, eagle-eyed royal watchers have noticed something peculiar. Meghan and Harry have been appearing at events solo more often than together. Remember when they were inseparable? Those joint interviews, the hand-holding at every public appearance, the united front against the world. Well, that dynamic seems to be shifting. Harry's been flying solo to charity events, polo matches, and even some of his Invictus Games appearances, while Meghan has been focusing on her business ventures and personal brand development. Now, couples don't need to be attached at the hip, but for two people who built their entire narrative around being a team against the establishment, this separation is noteworthy. But here's where it gets interesting. Sources close to the couple have whispered about fundamental differences in how they want to live their lives post-royal exit. When they first stepped back from royal duties in 2020, they presented a unified vision: financial independence, privacy for their children, and the freedom to pursue their passions. Fast forward to today, and those passions might be pulling them in different directions. Meghan, as we know, has been laser-focused on rebuilding her brand in Hollywood. She's working on various media projects, her lifestyle ventures, and carving out her identity separate from the Duchess title. And honestly, can we blame her? She had a successful acting career before royal life, and she's clearly eager to reclaim that independence and creative control. Harry, on the other hand, seems caught between two worlds. He's still deeply connected to his military work, his charitable causes, particularly those supporting veterans and mental health. But there's something else, something observers have picked up on: a sense of homesickness. Multiple reports suggest Harry misses aspects of his old life in the UK, his friends, his brother William, despite their well-documented rift, and even some of the structure that royal life provided. Think about it. Harry was raised in a specific system with certain expectations and routines. Yes, that system had its problems, which he and Meghan have been vocal about, but completely dismantling your entire identity and starting fresh in a different country is traumatic in ways most of us can't imagine. And that kind of trauma doesn't just disappear because you've moved to sunny California. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: their different approaches to privacy versus publicity. This has become a major point of contention, according to insiders. They left the royal family citing intrusive media attention and lack of privacy, yet they've maintained a very public profile through interviews, their Netflix documentary, Harry's memoir, Spare, and various media appearances. Some see this as hypocritical, while others view it as them controlling their own narrative. But here's the thing: Meghan seems more comfortable with this public-facing strategy. She's a former actress who understands media and publicity as tools for building a brand. Harry, despite being born into the ultimate fishbowl, has always struggled with media attention in a more visceral way. The death of his mother, Princess Diana, under those circumstances, created deep wounds that publicity continues to aggravate. So imagine the tension. One partner wants to leverage their platform and build empires, while the other is fundamentally uncomfortable with the very attention that makes those empires possible. That's not just a small disagreement about what to have for dinner. That's a fundamental difference in values and comfort levels. Financial pressures might also be playing a role. Maintaining their lifestyle, their security detail which costs millions annually, their Montecito estate, and raising two children in one of the most expensive areas in America requires serious income. This necessity might be driving decisions that don't align with both of their comfort levels, creating additional strain. And then there are the children, Archie and Lilibet. Every parent knows that raising kids can either bring you closer together or expose every crack in your foundation. Reports suggest disagreements about how public the children should be, what kind of education they should receive, and how much connection they should maintain with the royal family and Harry's British heritage. Friends of the couple have mentioned that they're in therapy, both individual and couples counseling. Now, before anyone jumps to conclusions, seeking therapy isn't a sign of failure, it's actually a sign of commitment to working through issues. But it does confirm that yes, there are significant issues to work through. Look, here's the truth. Every relationship goes through rough patches, even the ones that start with glass carriages and global audiences. Meghan and Harry have been through more in their few years together than most couples experience in a lifetime. The real question isn't whether they're struggling, it's whether they have the tools, the support, and ultimately the shared vision to push through it. What do you think? Are Meghan and Harry going to weather this storm, or are we watching the slow unraveling of a modern royal romance? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this analysis interesting, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your fellow royal watchers. Until next time, this is Royals Corner, where we keep you updated on everything happening in the world of royalty. See you in the next one.